As you'll have seen at the end of my last video in part 2, my canoe was blown away across the loch by the wind. I did walk up the side of the loch for about 45 minutes to try to see if I could find the canoe, but with no luck. It could be anywhere in the loch or even sunk. I don't think I'm going to find it that way. So my plan is to hike out from here and try and make contact with a local that has a boat. Maybe they can launch it onto the loch and help me look for the canoe. But my issue is that I have so much gear with me that I can't carry it all out. I need transport. It would take me days and multiple trips to portage all my gear out, and I don't even have a proper rucksack with me. So I've packed my sleeping bag and my mat and my dry sack, and I'm heading back to the van to see if I can organise anything. I mean, in the worst case scenario, even if I lose my canoe, I need to get my gear out. There must be a small boat that a local could launch with an outboard motor to try and help me find the canoe, or at least help me get my gear out. I'll tell you, every day's been a challenge in this trip. Well, I'm back in the van. I seen a chap at the side of the road fixing his gate, and I went out and stopped. I went out and asked him if he knew anybody with a boat, and he's directed me to somebody else's house, so I'm going to try there. But he told me if I was stuck tonight and I'm sleeping in the van, that 20 up to Leadmore Junction, then 20 miles down the road, there's a place called Rose Hall, and there's music on there tonight. So I'll maybe park the van up there tonight if I'm still stuck, and I'm waiting for tomorrow to get things organised, and maybe have a couple of pints and see what the music's like. There was nobody in at the house that was suggested to me, so after a lot of driving, phone calls and talking to locals, I still don't have a solution. My canoe is still somewhere in the loch, my gear's still at the side of the loch. Heading now to Rose Hall for a pint, to drown my sorrows and some folk music, and I'll see what tomorrow brings. So that's me back in the van. It's night time now. I've still not got all my stuff back. The canoe is still somewhere on the loch. My camping gear's still at the side of the loch. After I hiked out today, I met a couple of locals, Russell and Steve, who were very, very nice, and they gave me a few contacts. So I've phoned up the local fishing club. I've phoned up the gamekeeper of the Leadmore estate. None of them has got boats in the loch. It's now because it's winter. A lovely girl at the Inchnadanf hostel advised me to go on to Facebook. So I've downloaded Facebook on my phone, and I have joined the Ascent Activities community page, and I put a message out there if anybody can help. And I've had a few replies back from that. I've had an offer of a canoe to go out in the loch tomorrow. But even if I took that offer up, I wouldn't be able to tow my canoe back. Not with the winds the way they were. The winds were just awful. And the winds are forecast the same tomorrow and the following day. So I'm still not sure what I'm going to do to get my gear back and get my canoe back. If I get it back, I'm thinking the possibility now that I might not get it back. I'll say good night now. Bye bye. I'm hiking back in again, and I've decided to try and walk around the loch to see if I can spot the canoe. Long odds I know, but fingers crossed. There it is. Hey! I hope I put a hole in it. It seems okay. Bit of water in it. So I'm drenched. But I found the canoe. Let's walk back to the camp again because I never took a paddle with me. Floats! You can see the weather, it's rather inclement. One good thing I will say about the Pomoli Dome X4 and my DD Tarp 3x3, these have been out here all week in these elements, and yeah, they've survived. They absolutely survived, no problem. So yeah, storm worthiness, I would approve the Pomoli Dome X4 tent. Well guys, that was quite taxing, but I managed to get my canoe back. That's a big positive. My plan was, I didn't think I was going to find the canoe, and I was just going to portage my gear out bit by bit. So I brought an empty dry sack with me that I could put in my back, my red one, and I was just going to use that to transport stuff. But now that I've found my canoe, I can leave in the canoe. Oh my god. Don't take the Scottish Highlands lightly. They're wonderful, but don't take them lightly. That's me finally back in the van. I've got all my gear in the back of the van, and I've got the canoe strapped down to the roof. That was a struggle and a half, trying to get the canoe in the roof with the wind blowing. Oh my god, that was difficult. But anyway, Cam Lock. Never has there been a lock so misnamed Cam. There's been nothing Cam at the whole adventure. It's a wilderness, you've got to treat it with respect. I was maybe a bit flippant by not tying my canoe down. But yeah, it's an adventure, and I will be back